All right, so the recording restarted. So I'm gonna show you how to. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pretty much just demonstrate the prototype that we have. Let me share my screen. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So let me get out of this. This is the GitHub, the Git. So one of a few items that we spoke about in the previous milestone, in milestone number two, we had a couple of assigned things, right? So one of the things that I was working on is providing changing our website over to HTTPS, which is already done, and developing the services web page for the front end. So let's take a look at the web application. See here, so basically what I did was I took HTTP and I migrated it over to HTTPS. What does that do? It doesn't just provide this lettering here. What it does is it provides encryption, right? Every website in Google or on the internet is typically funneled through an encryption method, right? So that means any communication back and forth between servers on the back end, all that data, all that information gets encrypted. And you have different types of encryptions. You have SHA-256, AES 256. I think this one in particular is through SHA. Yeah, see, SHA-256 is a fingerprint. So that's what I was doing. And then I did the services. So this is the web page I did for services. Very simple, very basic. It doesn't have any buttons. I just pretty much it's an informative web page. It just lets you know, or the audience know, what type of IT services that we provide on the web page. And that's basically it. Now for you, Kevin, you had you had finished writing the HTML page for the map.
Yeah.
So if you want, you can explain it. This is the web page that I have here.
So the map page is basically just an embed of Google Maps showing where the store would be. But obviously, since there's no real location or address for it, it's just pointed at Orlando.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's very simple, nice cutting out. It's pretty simple, nice web page. It keeps the theme, which is what we're looking for. Um, and then the other guys, I know they can't explain themselves now, but I know that Ernstke sent me his web page, was it yesterday? And I had asked him to, complete to edit the form on the viewer HTML page. Unfortunately, he didn't send me that, but he did send me the HTML page for the add cart. So if you come here, this is what he designed. So I had to talk to him a little bit because it doesn't match the theme. It kind of looks like the HTML page doesn't really belong here because if you go to the other pages, they keep the same kind of theme going, which is what we need, right? So I need to talk to him about that, but that's something that we can do on milestone number three. Then Michael Vera, he didn't attend the other meeting, the previous meeting that we had, so I didn't have anything assigned for him, but I do have something assigned for him this milestone. Um, what we're going to be doing this milestone is basically completing the development of the page. Most of it is already pretty much done, but we have to complete it and then we have to test it. So for you, Kevin, what you're going to be doing is editing the products page because right now the page kind of looks fine, but it's not organized. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like bunched out. I don't know if maybe there might be something wrong with the code. Um, but you can take a look at it after whenever you have time. I put all the code in GitHub available for you to see. So then once you take a look at once you inspect the code, just send it to me via text file. And then I'll make the adjustments on the web controller and the back end.
Okay.
Then what we're also Ernstke, what he's going to be doing is editing. He's gonna complete editing the form on the viewer page. And what I mean by that is this right here. This has to look a little bit better. It's kind of a little bit basic right now. And then he's gonna design the oh, he's going to also correct this correct this. He needs to put a theme here. At least a theme. You know, everything else looks fine. But another piece is he needs to make sure that there's a connection between the cart and the web page, right? So for example, if we go here and we hit add cart, it updates the cart button. I'm noticing that if I add a cart and I go to the cart page, there's nothing here. There's no connection. It's a broken connection. So he needs to fix that too. Maybe I can talk with him and we can add it to the MySQL database, maybe create another table. That would work. But so that he'll be working on that. And then Michael Vera, I have him doing the test, right? So after I work with Ernsky, after Ernsky's done editing the cart, adding the cart, then what we need to, oh, that's another thing too. The other pages that have products in them also need to have the add a cart button connection. So he needs to work on that. Once he's done working on that, then Michael can come and test the add cart function on all the pages to make sure that they're working. So more of a back end testing. This milestone will be done next month on the 11th. Um, since right now we are currently in the testing phase. So if we go back to our Gantt chart, this is where we're at. 311 ends 411, April 11th. And it looks like you're assigned to that. So it would be good, Kevin, if you could just kind of keep tabs on the guys so that they can submit their work in time.
Okay.
Aside from that, um, everything here is functioning the right way, you know. Um, and there aren't any issues at all. And this is the GitHub site so far. That's what it looks like. We have the tree. These are the images, CSS pages, and under templates, you'll find all the HTML pages. So it's pretty organized. It's following the MVC framework. So if you ever need to inspect any of the code, just go to this website here, and it'll show you everything that you need to know. I also have the Gantt chart and the milestone Excel files on the repository. So pretty accessible, very straightforward. This is a little bit of the back end. You know, I've already showed everyone this. Pretty standard, right? So that's pretty much it. Do you have any questions or anything
Nope.
you want to point out? You want to make a comment on anything before I close off on the video?
No, nothing from me.
Okay, awesome. So I'm gonna end this here and then let me know if anything. All right, have a good one.
You too.